Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Read the room.
I'm reading the room.
You're not.
You should be ready whenever.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Because you already know it's coming.
Dennis is serving as my executive producer.
Dennis?
Yes.
You think I'm banging Drew?
Yes or no? So who is this hoe?
Britt Edie is her name.
It couldn't go any lower.
She thinks this is okay.
That was Kenya's choice to twirl on down to hell.
I don't think she came back out.
Now, I heard something about Charles.
She's talking about my husband. And then she was like, you know what? I should Charles.
If you don't take it on back with that 99 nose, don't do that.
Okay, Flavor Flav.
What the hell?
You could find me from
The best thing about girls trips is the camaraderie.
You know what a point of reference is?
You cut me off, Portia.
Can we just put a button in this because we got the Prime Minister coming?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Of course, we are all up giving you the piping hot tea. Man, I was over there minding my own business. I had just done my skincare regimen. Shout out to Melody Shari, my 7th Avenue Beauty. And Melatron TV popped up on my TV, and I was like, what in the hell? Melatron, what you doing up at 12 o'clock, girl? So I put that in the chat. I was like, girl, what you doing up at 12 o'clock? Next thing I know, she dropped a bum on me, baby. She dropped a bum on me. And then, as I was minding my own business, 6:30 this morning, getting my children ready for school, another bomb dropped. The trailer for RHOA. Ooh, baby. When I tell you that this is a morning that the content creators has made, we are going to be in the house probably today celebrating and you know, getting all the good tea. And you know, I only have a small channel, but come on in. I have things to say too, you know. You could support everybody. Okay. Let me start off with RHOA, and then I'm gonna get to the good tea. And no tea is worth more than any other tea over here. However, okay, I'm going to, you know, sprinkle in what's happening with Mel at the end, because it'll be the coup de grace, if you will. So I was over there minding my own business, and then the trailer for RHO came up. When I saw the trailer, I was like, do y'all know these people? Now, I will say that we didn't know Lisa Wu. We didn't know Nene. We didn't know Shari, Kim, and Deshaun Snow. But it's something about not knowing somebody new that is kind of weird. I guess because, you know, we used to Portia and Phaedra, who both put the allegations of RAP on the show. Like Destiny was groomed over there on LAMH. Y'all don't see the pattern. Okay? Y'all can't see the forest before the trees. So what I'm going to do at the beginning of this video is play the RHOA trailer. And I saw some things about Drew getting Dennis to produce her. And that's the real reason why Portia ain't messing with Drew, right? Everybody's coming out calling Portia, Drew a liar. Well, Portia's a liar too. And Salman Gubadia has come out and said, well, let's sit back and watch this show unfold. Salman Gubadia, yada. You are correct. Because the last time that lady was on the show, she went around there and took you from your wife. She shook her ass. She shook her tail feather. And now, just like with the RAPE incident with Phaedra, it won't be addressed. Now, fans of Phaedra, can y'all explain to me why is that okay? I can't even see why either one of them would be invited back to the show. But like everybody says about Melody, it must be the money. Right? Because we had got rid of Portia. We had got rid of Phaedra. Then y'all went around there and picked them back up. Now, what they did to Candy in season 9, it was unforgivable. Which is why I'm surprised that Candy has even brought Portia back into her orbit. I know what happened. It was Shamia. Shamia did it. And Shamia opened up the gates to that relationship, but she won't mess with Phaedra. In my opinion, Carlos D. King, uncrowned, unreigning of reality TV. Because if he was still reigning, baby, people wouldn't be leaving left and right. Even your biggest stars. What in the hell can you reconstruct around the LAMH crew? 7 seasons wrapped around one couple. One couple after their divorce. One couple after custody battle. One couple after different plateaus and hills and valleys in these people's lives. How will you continue to move on focusing on these other couples? See the difference between, because Melody was the Nene of RHOA. Let's keep it real. But the difference is Andy Cohen was able to construct another group of people to, smooth things out. I mean, that they've had their moments where you wondering, how the hell would they make it, right? But the second thing is they had a backup plan. Shout out to Kenya Moore. Okay? Twirl could still shade the girl. She still brought the drama. And it was only this last time with this last hiccup where she couldn't carry the show. Because I know who can't carry the show. Gator Mouth Portia. She can't carry the show. And I'm seeing what I'm seeing in these video clips is that it seems like even now the supporting cast is the ones who's carrying the show. Right? Not Portia, not Phaedra. Y'all, Phaedra had enough nerve to call Drew a liar. I can't make this stuff up. This lady went over to Married to Medicine with a whole boyfriend. She put a smiley face head on. And y'all ate that shit up. I don't know what kind of spell Phaedra has on you, but the lying and deceit worked on traitors. Okay? But I know her to be a liar. And I'm not impressed with the and the read that she gave to the one of the best housewives that ever came on Bravo, Kenya Moore. Kenya will get her glory back. If Andy Cohen can forgive Phaedra and bring her ass back, all you did was replace one person with the same person. I don't mean they have similar personalities, because Kenya don't lie quite like. Now, they all have some element of untruths, right? But nobody I've seen lies like Phaedra. Now, coming up on LAMH, Destiny, Messy Destiny, lies as much as Phaedra. and will go to nothing, no ends of the earth to fill the TV with made up ass drama. It's not cute when you fill the TV with made up drama, people. We want the drama to be somewhat organic. Shout out to Nene. Okay? It doesn't gel well with the audience when you have made up bullshit on our TV screen. The thing about Nene in her glory days is she would yell at the girls and buck up at them. And then comes season 1, 2, 3. Was it 3 or 4, 5? Okay. Let me think when did Kenya come in. I want to say Kenya came in season 3. Yeah. Nope. Phaedra came in before her, so Phaedra came in season 3. Kenya and Portia came in together. So I would say maybe season 5. I want to say don't quote me on that, and I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just saying when Kenya came in, that show elevated to a different level because Nene, and admittedly so, found somebody who she could play off of, as a villain and as a friend. Co-villains, co-friends. Because by no means was Nene ever, the good guy on the show. I don't know what the hell. And neither was Phaedra's ass. But y'all went up for that little rehearsed read that she did about the pizza. Child, that was so whack. It was whack. And like I said, if you look at it closely, she fumbled her damn words. So that could show you, that lets you know that it was just made up. And uterus shaming. That lady got a beautiful daughter now. And back to RHOA. And what Kenya did, I still believe was retaliation. And a lot of people are saying that Britt did actually threaten her. They better show it. They better show the whole story. Because that's just like when Monique got her spin doctors out there and had me believing, I'll never forgive Monique's ass for that. Had me believing that she didn't start that fight with Candace. That Candace had beat her in the face with a glass. I'll beat you in the face with a glass too if you had my head pinned down on the table. Stupid. Oh. Phaedra, Monique, who else? There's one more out there. And Missy Dissy. Them 3 right there. My spidey senses be tingling. I can't get with it. Oh, and Portia. But again, all I see, Candy grinning with Portia over there, invited to every party she's at, doing everything as friends. And then she was like, well, Portia sincerely apologized. Ain't a sincere bone in that gator mouth body. Period. Why my hope ain't nope. Not one thing. And Simon Gubadia is her karma. Okay. Now let's get to Melody Shari. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on No Need. Why? I mean, how's up to what, 12? I think the live started 12:30. Melody was in the chat, y'all. She was in Milton's chat. They also royalty sisters and they act like it, okay? And I got all the tea I needed out the deal. I mean, if you want to go over there, check out Milton, because she was just in the chat. She said what she said. She has departed from LAMH, a show that she started. A show that I'm sure at this point she hates that she took to Carlos King, because had it remained about real estate, I can probably assure you that her business with Ariana wouldn't have been exposed as it was. Needed to be exposed, yeah. Because she needed to get her wake up call and get off under that soulless demon she was once married to. Allegedly. Now remember, everything is alleged in my opinion. Click the like button, share the video. Now back to the soulless demon, allegedly. So, guys, what can you do on a show when, and I just talked about this yesterday, when your own producer sends the cast after you? That goes to show you the show is centered around you. Now, Melody ain't built like Kenya. Okay? Because year after year after year after year, Kenya took it, right? Kenya went up against Phaedra. Kenya went up against Drew at some point. Nene, the juggernaut of the show. And she stood tall, Phaedra constantly though. She stood tall and firm. Phaedra and her husband riding her at these reunions. And Melody did it as well. I mean, you know, you have the Scots riding her, and then you have Martell, and she's dealing with this divorce, and she's dealing with side characters, B characters, D characters coming after her. Stormy, who started off as her friend. For what? Why? What was the whole issue with Stormy? And I'm gonna tell you, for me, because I liked Stormy at first, and then I still liked her up until, recently. What did it for me was that whole phone gate situation. And I realized then, I was like, this is a plot and a scheme set up by Ty to bring us the bullshit. How much more can she take? It was times when I would get on here and actually defend Stormy's products because I used them. And I was like, y'all, don't mess with the lady business. And then she had to end up leaving the show because she saw how toxic things were going for her. You can't win when you play dirty. Shout out to Nene talking to Phaedra's lying ass. You can't win when you play dirty. Those are facts. Do y'all realize what Phaedra did to Nene? She brought on people to disparage this woman. And I'm not saying that Melody didn't have her hands in the pot stirring up, finding people to bring to the show. I'm not going to make excuses for Melody doing that. But what I will say is, I don't think she was trying to destroy anybody else's marriage. What you have to understand is, if you sitting there talking about me, talking about how I'm this and I'm that and I have a dark soul and these things like that, you think that I'm not going to do something in retaliation? I keep telling y'all, she's Scorpio. She had the right to retaliate. Again, most of the things that she did to these people were in retaliation to what they had done to her. Melody could no longer fake it. She couldn't be on this show and be up in these people's faces after they dragging her in the press, calling her soulless, watching the ex-husband do everything he could to take her children when she had made an agreement with that bald-headed bastard to have 7 days on, 7 days off, and he trying to get full custody, and y'all stand back looking at that, claiming to be her friends, Kimmy, but being cool with him all along because you knew he had the power to spray the tea, right? So you was protecting your little made up Castle over there, Kimmy, the good guy, right? But the good guy constantly called you a side chick. You damn male-centered, male-minded, pick me. Letitia Scott, I'm talking to you. You know damn well Marceau's character is that question. Melody didn't bring out the question about his big back on the film. Your mama did. But you want your mama to come back on the show. Right? Kimmy said she would film allegedly with the side chick. Coleslaw. Slime on the knob like corn on the cob. Arian Curry. Rusty braces. Fence teeth. Okay? Then you bring on Trish. Like I said, Mel ain't built like Kenya, and Mel probably won't get Kenya dope. While she has successful things going on outside the show, I'm talking about being on the show to sit up there and take it like a champ. And she did the best she could for as long as she could. But there is one thing that is different here. Andy Cohen did not retaliate against her. You had a whole producer allegedly getting in the mix. That's where the problem came in at. That's where I'm sure she made her final decision to say, fuck it, I'm not going to put up with this shit no more. Because my producer, my boss, is in with the damn cast. Stirring up shit. Just like a cast member. Turning my creation into damn bullshit. On a daily basis. Yeah, you get on an interview where Dustin is providing commentary with you. And he is taking up for Mel and you can't say shit. You can't even say out your own rusty mouth, big-headed demon. I'm talking to you, Carlos. You couldn't even say out your own rusty mouth with those 2 rings on your middle finger, I can't stand it, that the RP was wrong. At no given time have I heard you say that. There's one thing Andy Cohen didn't do. He knows Kenya is a money maker. But he damn sure didn't stand beside her ass when she did that alleged revenge piece over there on his show. Do you see Kenya on TV? One of the greatest housewives that ever lived. And he still chunked up the deuce. This ain't Phaedra. He shouldn't have brought her ass back, which surprised me because he used to stick to his gun. But it's one thing about Andy Cohen in Phaedra Park. Andy Cohen didn't want to get rid of Phaedra. He likes Phaedra. He likes Portia. I don't know why. I think Andy's melody was Kenya. Kenya, I can't think of her name, the Caucasian lady, is the name Brittany? Brittany, Leah, all of them. Those were his melodies. He knew they was good for TV, but they didn't kiss his ass. What? I'm looking at that lady in my head. She's Scorpio, and she's blonde. She's on Beverly Hills. And I cannot think of her name for nothing. Brandy Glanville. Oh. Baby, you know I know a Scorpio, baby. I figured it out. Even though Phaedra is the only Scorpio on TV that I cannot connect with. Can't stand her. Now, she is an October Scorpio. It makes a difference. But a Scorpio are the same. Sometimes we don't claim those October ones. I'm just saying. November Scorpios, we hit different. I'm just saying. That's a side note. But yeah. I don't like to compare Carlos with Andy because that'll never be. Number one, Andy is white. It's just what it is. But I think that Melody could have had. I think that if she had kept it as a HGTV show, I think she could have been great at that. I think that if it was on the HGTV network, it would have been awesome. But I know what Carlos King did. Now this is where I can get on Monique's side. HGTV is Caucasian, right? Caucasian owned. And even though OWN is not Caucasian owned, because Miss Winfrey sold it, it still provides us with primarily black content. Come on now. Y'all, my TV stays planted on TV networks that where I can see myself. It is what it is. Abbott Elementary, predominantly black cast. On the big three. What else? What else? We want to be represented as well. So for me, I'm going to go where the content is representing me. Carlos, you didn't have to get into the mix with your cast. You didn't have to tell them to go after her fan base. You sat up there on video after video calling out the Black Titanic about going to Stormy's business. And she still left you. Huh? Still left the show. And you never once called out one content creator. Shout out to Anthony Lofties. I like Anthony though. Don't get it twisted. I mean, he's just a little touched in my opinion. But sometimes when he isn't just hyper focused on melody, he can bring good content. But most of the time he is hyper focused on melody and it looks kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at times. But I mean, like he could sing. If he just did that and just acted like he acted when he first came on the show, not talking about people's mamas and all this type of stuff and saying he don't care about some of these people who passed away on the show. I mean, it's a little creepy. But he needs healing. So I don't just hate the dude just because of Melody. I just don't. There's a lot of content creators that I don't hate because of Melody that, just don't like her. But when you go off on the deep end talking about this woman's family and her children and stuff like that, it does not look good at all. It's, like I said, it look kind of creepy and kind of weird, but I don't hate Anthony. I go over there and give him a shout out every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But, it's a lot of content creators that I still watch and don't dislike them because of Melody. I mean, I watch Marcella every once in a while, not just to get her take on what's going on with Mel, which is mostly what she talks about. Let's keep it real. But I don't hate her. I mean, she alright. I just don't like her from the when she was on the cast with Monica. I just didn't like them, period. And except for when Players left and the Bishop left, and I ended up liking them alright because they were solely on Monique's side with the whole season 5 of Potomac. So that's why I just stopped watching that show. But if Marcella pops up with some tea, I go there and watch. So I'm not the kind of person, I can't be the kind of person that hates content creators just because of Mel. Now, don't get it twisted. I like Mel. I do. But it's not people that I don't like, that don't like her, it's because I don't like her. Like Wanda. I don't like Wanda because I don't like Wanda. I don't like Tisha because I don't like Tisha. I don't like Kimmy because I don't like Kimmy. Because I used to like Kimmy. But I don't like Kimmy because of her relationship with Maurice. How she sit up there and change her whole demeanor to talk to him. Talk to him so easy, so soft. Just to, placate to his feminine emotions. Yeah, that's a whole girl over there with that moon pie head. Okay? Now let me just say this and then I'm going to close because like I said, I'm not going to belabor the point, no need. What do y'all think? Okay? Melody is gone. Say what you want to say, but she was the anchor. Martell has dragged the whole cast. But they were still riding with him for a minute. Let's analyze. Let's analyze everyone that's left. He has dragged the whole cast. And now that Melody is gone, they see him, or for her last season on the show, they saw him for who he was. And all these cast and all these content creators that hate Mel or dislike her, only a couple of them said or could say, I don't like her, but I can't get with this big-headed demon showing RP. Those content creators, I respect. But if you coming up with excuses like in my group, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Real Deal, I still cannot believe you have people over there saying stuff like she wanted it. She was a hoe anyway. As if, I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Are you okay? Are you touched? Because it ain't no way in hell that I don't care how much I could hate another bitch. It ain't no way in hell I could support something like that. Or come up with some kind of, or contort my body in some kind of way to say that's acceptable. I could not. That's sick. Okay? So you have Martell who did these things to her. Now they're admitting that he did illegal things to her. But again, Carlos protected them. So now you have the Scotts. Let's go Scott 1.0. Wow, Marceau is fun. And he has a good personality. Who's he going to play off of? Because the only time he was interested is when he had the back and forth with Mel. Not with his wife, because he belittles her. Makes her small as Fred Flintstone when Mr. Slade was fussing at him. If you know, you know. Don't give her any type of respect. Babe, my soul. I'm going to let my protector talk to you. Now they all into it with Martell. Right? When Martell brought Chanel in her faux flat tie stomach on TV, on the internet, he didn't just talk about Marceau Scott. He brought in the marshmallow cheese puff as well. The yellow meat watermelon. Maurice Jefferson Scott. So what can you bring? You were already the least interested on the show. So what are you going to bring to the table now that Melody's gone? Huh? What you going to talk about? Huh? Because we tired of the monster situation. You got anything else? Maurice Jefferson Scott? Then you have Ken and Trish. Ken allegedly fought the Pink Salmon, aka Marquez, down to the Trish house in front of the children. Okay, you got that little piece of drama. Now what? Because Latricia ain't interested. Carlos can't rebuild the cast like Andy Cohen. Because like I said, it was one element left once Nene left. And that was Kenya Moore. Now let's see, can Portia do what Kenya did in the absence of Nene? Because if she can't, guess who Andy Cohen gonna go around there and get? Kenya. He didn't burn his bridge with her. He let her go. That probably pissed her off. But he didn't burn his bridge with her. Carlos King burnt his bridges with Melody. I don't even think she'll come back for $1 million. Not that he could pay it. It's not one time that you have seen Andy Cohen, and I hate to compare them. They're both gay, so they're both in the marginalized group, but one is black. I want to be down with the one that's black. But you didn't hear after the Brent Eating mess that Kenya called. Did you ever hear Andy Cohen come out here busting at her fans? The Twirlettes? Team Twirl? Did you ever hear Andy Cohen when we were dragging Andy for letting go Kenya go? Because I showed dragging. I'm like, shit, you let other folks get away with stuff. You asked the Phaedra ass to come back and she could accuse somebody head rape going. So what's up? What's up? You letting her ass come back with her lying ass. She almost had criminal charges against her and should have. Right? I said what I said. Others said what I said. Others agree with me. One of those posts I made about Kenya, saving Kenya and bringing her back to the show, I got 1,000 views on. And so it was many other people who thought like me. Some people probably got millions of views when they said what they said about Andy Cohen, talking about him letting Kenya go from Team 12. You think people didn't drag him? Did he get on TV and say, let's bring Kenya back to the show, but when you bring her back to the show, talk about her fans? Drag her fans into whatever mess we got going on the show? I'm going to go after this one fan who said that I shouldn't have let her go. Diva D. Well, Diva D was over there talking about Kenya. Talking about me in defense of Kenya. So we're going to bring her name up on the show and drag her on the show. Did you see him? Did you see Andy do that? Nope. Did you see Carlos do it? Hell to the yeah. Spent a whole damn season. Well, even had Nell dumbass doing. Let's see what she gonna do. What can she bring to the show? Because the drama came when Lacey was on the show. And from my understanding, Chris and all of them, well, they were acting like Lacey didn't exist at that damn wedding. I don't think she'll come back to the show. Excuse me. But did you see Andy saying in that mess, in interviews, well, we got a fan base out there, a certain fan base It's only a few of them. Raindrops. It's only a few of them that's coming from my cast. And it is wrong. Don't come from my cast. Don't be doxing my cast. And it was silent. And professional. Because I know I dragged shit out of Brittany Ely. Because I was like, if you can dish it, then you ought to be able to take it. Well, at that time, I didn't know that Kenya had took it that far. I know there were accusations that she had taken it that far. But the video that I saw, which is also on the reel, and I'm gonna play at the beginning of this video, I don't see RP. RP is what Motel Hotel did. But did you once, if the boss gonna get in the business for one group, then the boss needs to get in the business for every group. Did you see him once come out and condemn any of them for knowing about the RP? When Letitia said Martell liked the boys, and he said, allegedly. And she said, no, allegedly. Did you hear him take up for Melody at that moment? Take up for Melody when she said they all knew about the RP? Talk to him. Child, no wonder he got to go. No wonder Melody. See, when God tell Melody to go, which is really her own intuition, but let her think it's her God. When God tell Melody to go, she go. And she went again. So, congratulations to Mel. You left the show for your peace, and I know that's what it was. You often leave things for your peace. Shout out to leaving Martell for your peace. Enjoy this time. What I would do if I was you, because I know you take good vacations, girl, because you able. I would do just like Kenya did. Kenya went over there to Paris, her and her baby. And they did a little video. And then she had on her little beret. And she wrote a little book about their visit to Paris. Nobody loves you like I do. No. Twin, where have you been? I made a comment on there and said, well, actually, she's Mark's twin. You don't see no pause or Kenya on there, baby. But the point is, I made that little post, and that's why I can go over it again, because when I made the post or the comment on there, you know, people are still liking it. Because I said she looks like Mark, not you. She's Mark's twin. But you know, I'm Team Twirl all day. And I'm Team Melody. And I want her to have her peace. And I'm glad that she's getting away from this show and these people. And as a Scorpio, I know how she gonna do. If she see them in the street, baby, you don't know me. Any one of them. Stormy, Letitia, Kimmy, Messy Desi, now Nell and Chris. She might speak to LB. That might be it. But the rest of them, Trish, Ken, she cool with Marquez, and that's probably the only one. Carlo, she gonna do you like Candy does. You pay your black ass dust. Okay? So, that's it. That's it. That's all, folks. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Before I do, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button so you will be notified when I upload a video. And share the video. Because what sharing is caring. Melody, good luck to you, girl. I hope you get all your heart's desire. You and those 4 babies Live your best life. Don't go back and forth with these. Just live your best life. And as I do, when I close, I'm gonna chuck them up. Deuces. Don't forget, my Cash App is in the description box.